Hello, friends. So I am actually getting ready to take my real estate photos. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Why don't you just go get professional headshots? Why don't you just... Because I have a $800 camera that I bought with the intention to do vlogs and stuff, and I haven't done that. So I'm going to put that camera to good use. I got it, so I'm going to use it. Honestly, the biggest issue that I have right now is we just had a hurricane about 2 months ago, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. It's November. I think we had it in September. So quick math, do that. But because we had that said hurricane, we are still in the aftermath of cleaning up all our beaches and whatnot. So I'm in Southwest Florida. So Fort Myers, Naples, all that. We got hit really, really, really hard. So people are still cleaning up. There's still debris everywhere. So I'm driving around in my cute little Toyota Camry who needs an oil change all over Timbuktu trying to find a cute place to take some photos. I think I found it. We'll see here in a little bit, but man, I think that was the hardest part, is finding a spot to take my photos. So I think we found a spot. It is what it is if I didn't, but I'm getting ready to take some photos and let's see how this goes. I think it's gonna get, so we'll see. Right, so I just finished my little photo shoot out here. I'm in Bonita Springs, Florida. And honestly, I'm gonna keep it a stack. I have no idea what I'm doing. When it comes to taking photos, I really don't know what I'm doing. But I have that nice camera, so I wanted to utilize it. Honestly, I think I did a good job. I'll show you some of them right now. So, I think I did a relatively good job. Obviously, it's just not in a studio, so there's no, backdrop. But, I mean, I figured if I can blur it around, the scenery behind me, make it not so busy. And I'm in Florida. I'm outside. It's beautiful. It's 74 degrees outside, typically. This is cold. I know, shocking. But it's beautiful out, and I'm just like, you know what? I might as well utilize how beautiful it is. I'm in Florida, for crying out loud. So hopefully everybody else thinks that's a good idea. I mean, worst comes to worst. If it's actually the worst thing ever and it's a typical rookie mistake that new realtors make and they try to do it themselves, if it's the worst thing ever, I'll just go get one done. It's not the end of the world. I just figured I got the camera, I might as well at least try, because if find out I'm actually kind of decent at taking pictures, then what? Honestly, my biggest thing is, what is my biggest thing? My biggest thing is, I have a camera. What if I'm really good at it? I can segue into doing other things, like taking photos of the properties for people and things like that. And I actually YouTubed how to do it. I definitely didn't YouTube it enough. I just kind of YouTubed it enough to oh, I know I can do this. And that's honestly how I got into real estate. I was watching Selling Tampa on Netflix, and I told myself, I'm I can do that. I so can do that. I'm doing it, which is awesome. But it's a lot more that goes into it than I really expected. So if you saw my first video, you know there's a lot of money into it. A lot of just random things, as you go, there's just random fees. But I think another big thing is there's a lot of waiting. There's a lot of downtime, there's a lot of waiting. But at the same time, leads and clients, they're any and everywhere, you know? You just have to be open. So I work at Pandora part-time, and a lady came in and was like, oh, do you have a business card? Because I guess I did a good job. Selling Pandora. I guess I did a pretty good job. And I'm like, unfortunately, I just put in my 2 weeks. I'm not going to be here long. Next week's my last week, actually. So I'm a sales associate. I don't have a business card. But I told her, I said, I am a real estate agent. So when I do get cards, I will give them to you. And I will give you, here's my email, my phone number, my name, da-da-da. I took her information. She's like, I'm just waiting on a couple things. But I am looking to purchase a house within the next year. So it's like leads like that. Like they just came up randomly, you know? So I guess that's kind of how it is. And I'm from Minnesota, and I did my due diligence, and I Googled people come to Southwest Florida from the Midwest all of the time, especially to retire. So I'm thinking, I'm just like, okay, well, maybe a lot of people from Minnesota came down to Florida and were like neighbors or something. So just kind of like finding your niche and finding your group of people is like the biggest thing, I guess. So that's what I'm slowly but surely trying to do. It's easier said than done, but if you do a lot of work on the front end, you're gonna create relationships with people and so on and so forth. So honestly, this wasn't a long video. It was just kind of like a come with me. I'm doing something real estate-y. But other than that, I look forward to putting out another video next week. And if you like this content and you want more of it, be sure to like, subscribe, and I guess I have a bell. Hit that bell so you know when I post videos. So until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye, friends.